Research grant application using NRPU templates. Learning outcomes. Learn to write clear project objectives and significance. Gain skills in developing a detailed project budget. Master the structure and components of a grant proposal. Improve the ability to review and revise proposals for clarity and effectiveness. Important components include project title, principal investigator and co-investigators, executive summary, introduction, objectives of the study, research methodology, expected outcomes and impact, budget and justification, institutional resources and facilities, risk assessment and mitigation, ethical considerations, references, appendices, and summary. Project title. Choose a clear, concise title that reflects the focus of the research. Your title cite into the research topic without being too long. Use descriptive words that represent the project's purpose. Choose words that give a quick sense of the study's goals. Make it understandable to both experts and general readers. Avoid technical jargon. Use accessible language so anyone can grasp the project's focus. Highlight any unique aspects of your research. If your project addresses a novel issue or method, try to reflect this in the title. Keep it professional yet appealing to readers. Make sure the title is formal yet attention-grabbing. Principal investigator and co-investigators. List the names and academic titles of the lead researchers. Identify who is leading and supporting the project with their official titles. Provide department and institution affiliations for each investigator. Include which university or organization they represent. Add clear contact information for the principal investigator. Email and phone numbers are essential so the committee can reach the main point of contact. Summarize each investigator's relevant research background. Highlight expertise that aligns with this project to build credibility. Indicate specific roles for each researcher. Specify who will handle particular parts of the study to clarify contributions. Executive summary. Provide a high-level overview of the project in one paragraph. Summarize the main aspects of the research, including its purpose and importance. Clearly state the problem or research gap you're addressing. Mention why this research is needed and what gap it aims to fill. Highlight your main objectives. State the broad goals that the research will accomplish. Briefly describe the research methods. Explain how the study will be carried out, mentioning the general approach and data collection. End with the expected outcomes or impact of the research. Give an idea of what the project aims to achieve and why it matters. Introduction. Introduce the research topic and its importance in today's context. Describe the research area broadly and why it's a relevant field. Provide essential background information on the topic. Give some context to help the reader understand the basis of the research. State the specific problem or question your research will address. Define what you're investigating and why it's significant. Summarize relevant studies or literature on the topic. Mention existing research to show what has already been done and why your work is needed. Explain the potential impact if this research gap is addressed. Describe how the research can make a difference in the field or beyond. Objectives of the study. Start with the general goal of the project. State the broad aim of your research in simple terms. List specific, measurable objectives that support this goal. Break down the main goal into detailed tasks that are feasible and trackable. Ensure each objective directly relates to solving the problem. Make sure each objective helps to achieve the main purpose of the study. Set objectives that are realistic and achievable within the project scope. Avoid goals that are too ambitious for the given time frame or resources. Explain how each objective contributes to the overall research goal. Show how every objective builds toward solving the research problem. Research methodology. Describe the overall research design like experiments or surveys. Mention the main approach you use to gather data and analyze results. Outline specific methods for data collection. Detail how you'll gather information, such as through lab tests, interviews, or fieldwork. Include criteria for selecting participants or samples. Explain who or what will be studied and why they are suitable for the research. Explain how data will be analyzed. Describe the statistical or analytical tools you'll use to interpret the data. Provide a clear timeline for each research phase. Give a rough schedule showing the timeline for completing different parts of the project. Expected outcomes and impact. List what you hope to discover or prove by the end of the study. Summarize the main findings or contributions you expect. Describe the potential scientific contributions to the field. Explain how this research could advance knowledge in your area. Outline any practical applications of the research. Mention if the findings could solve real-world problems or be used by industry. Highlight benefits for Pakistan and possibly the global community. State any national or international significance. Mention any potential long-term impacts or further research opportunities. If applicable, describe how your research could lead to more studies. Budget and justification. List each expense category separately, including personnel, equipment. Make a detailed breakdown of what you'll need to spend. Provide a clear justification for each item's necessity. Briefly explain why each item is essential for the research. Align each budget item with project needs and phases. Show that costs are directly tied to your research objectives. Ensure the budget is realistic for the scope of the project. Avoid overestimating or underestimating. Be realistic. Mention any in-kind contributions or readily available. If you're receiving materials or help elsewhere, note this to show cost-effectiveness. Institutional resources and facilities. Describe available laboratory equipment for use in the study. Detail any major equipment that will support your research. Mention any relevant software, databases, or data storage options. Note tools that will aid in data analysis and handling. List specialized facilities that support your research, for example, libraries. Include resources like libraries or research centers available. Include support staff who will assist in the project. Describe administrative or technical help. Show how the resources meet project requirements. Demonstrate that you have what's needed to complete the research. Risk assessment and mitigation. Identify major risks that could impact the project. Think about what might go wrong, like equipment delays or participant issues. Describe how each risk could impact project progress or quality. Show that you understand potential setbacks. List strategies to manage or reduce these risks. Describe steps to handle these issues if they arise. Include backup plans for major risks. Explain what you'll do if critical parts of the project face challenges. Demonstrate that you're prepared to unexpected situations. Show that your plan is flexible to handle risks. Ethical considerations. Outline ethical protocols related to human or animal research. Describe ethical guidelines you'll follow if working with people or animals. Mention any special considerations for data privacy. Note how you'll keep information secure. Include plans for informed consent. If applicable, explain how participants will understand their involvement. State any necessary approvals from an ethics board. Mention approvals from institutional review boards or similar organizations. Demonstrate your commitment to responsible and ethical research practices. Show that you prioritize ethical standards. References. List all sources cited throughout your proposal. Include any studies or reports that help develop your proposal. Follow a consistent citation style. For example, PA, MLA, choose a style and apply it to all sources. Include recent, credible studies that support your research. Use high-quality sources to back your proposal. Ensure each reference directly relates to your project. Only include references relevant to your research. Use sources that strengthen your case for funding. Choose references that add authority to your project. Appendices. Attach letters of support or commitment from partners. These letters show additional support for your project. Include detailed charts, graphs, or timelines. For clarity, provide visuals that clarify parts of the proposal. Provide copies of surveys or questionnaires, if applicable. Attach any tools you use for data collection. Add any other documents that strengthen your proposal. Include supplementary materials relevant to your project. Ensure everything in the appendices is directly related to your study only include what is necessary to support your application. Summary: the outcome of writing a grant proposal is a clear and convincing document that outlines the project's goals, importance, and methods. It includes a detailed budget explaining the funding needs and aligns with the funder's guidelines. A strong proposal addresses potential reviewer questions and emphasizes the project's expected impact, ultimately increasing the chances of securing funding. Thank you for your attention.